Hands where I can see him!
My son was only making a U-turn without using his turn signal. He was brutally shot dead by a white cop, just now. My son was driving his supercar to go to a game, and at that moment he happened to get my call. I told him his study abroad application was accepted, and I told him to come home right away. But when he was making the U-turn, because he did not use his turn signal, he was pulled over by a white cop who happened to be passing by. The white cop told him to put his hands on the steering wheel. My son had planned to hang up the phone first, but just as he reached toward the passenger seat,
Hands where I can see him!
I never imagined my son would be shot, dead in the street like that. The court even concluded that my son was suspected of dangerous driving, and that the police were just performing their duties. I could not accept that outcome. Even though I am an elected official, I still could not get my son a fair trial. In the end, I made a bold decision. Since the law could not deliver justice, I would take action to avenge my son. I began to ask around for information. Finally, someone who refused to be named gave me enough evidence. The notes detailed the events of the case, and even included information about other victims and their families. I thought with evidence I could clear my son's name, but I did not expect that night the higher-ups would come to see me. He threatened me not to continue investigating. He even told me directly that the police chief had suppressed the case to secure his re-election, and that he had bribed the mayor to cover it up. After he left, I knew I could not take them on alone, so I found several other victims' families, and decided to expose the money used to bribe the mayor. That night, I detonated a car on the roadside to draw away the bodyguards at the house of the mayor. Then we rushed to the safe upstairs, but as soon as we reached the second floor, we ran into the housekeeper of the mayor. Luckily, the housekeeper reacted quickly and pretended not to see us, and went back to her room. We then opened the safe and stuffed all the money in the room into our bags. But just when everything seemed to be going smoothly, we had just finished taking the money and were about to leave, when the mayor caught us. We were so startled that we raised our hands. The mayor pulled off my mask. My companion tried to stop him, but was shot down by the mayor. Another companion immediately shot and killed the mayor. We had no choice but to grab the money and keep running. But what we did not expect was that just after we got into the car, waiting to pick us up, we found another robber had intercepted us.